Reckless talk. Son of a Aston. Hey, reckless talk. But I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt.
Alright, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Don from Kenya Goodness TV. I'm back again with my man Ian.
What's up, Don?
Doing alright, man. How have you been?
I've been Gucci, bro.
Been a good week. You've been Gucci,
It's been a good week.
Very, very, very good week.
Yeah.
Top of the league. I mean, you're still balling. Anyway, let's keep calm, by the way. Let's keep calm. One game at a time.
Yeah.
But so far, so good. I think we're playing alright. For the games, I think for the Luton game, we played alright. Well, okay, let me just say for that game, Ian, to be honest, we were lucky.
We were very lucky.
We were very, very, very lucky. And it just goes to show, that those players that you sign, and those players that are able to actually win you a trophy that is significant.
Exactly.
Declan Rice, but is a player that we need to keep fit. That player, just hope. If it's a player that I don't want injured,
it's Declan Rice.
Declan Rice, William Saliba.
The whole squad, in short.
Basically, the whole squad, by the way. We just need to keep them fit. Yeah. But anyway, this weekend, tomorrow actually, by the way, Aston Villa versus Arsenal. It's an away game. Very, 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 very tough side.
Yeah,
especially by the end being it's an away game for us. You saw what those guys did to Man City. This when was it? I think was it on Thursday?
No, it was on Wednesday.
It was on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Ian, I've seen City, by the way, play, but that game they completely were not in it.
Yeah.
Those guys, I'm telling you, Unai Emery, but they prepared his side well. For the first time, actually, I saw Pep being tactically beaten.
I watched that game, bro.
Right, I also watched the game, yeah.
And surprisingly, Man City only had 2 shots. And Aston Villa, they had like probably 22 shots there.
Yeah.
They were very dominant.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's a very tough game, Villa Park. And Arsenal are the last team to beat Villa.
Yeah.
Ever since we beat Villa,
there's no team.
They've never lost that.
They've never lost at Villa Park.
Yeah.
They've never lost at Villa Park.
It shows how good they are.
It shows how good they are. Last season, actually, if I'm to remember well, they nearly beat us actually last season.
Yeah.
Thank God towards the last minute, I think we had
some Jorginho
moments.
Some 3-pointer there.
Then we had some T-Bag vs Martinelli moments.
Yeah.
You remember the counter?
It
was a very, very, very good game to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping by they replicate the same. But Aston Villa is a team that you really can't sit down pretty and say, hey, it's a very tough side. Basically, I think any team right now that you're going to go against in the Premier League, you can't write them off. Yeah, like Luton Town. Most guys are actually saying this is just
an easy game.
Easy game. And yeah, I knew if you've been watching football consistently, if you've seen going to play Luton away is one of the toughest things that I'm sure most teams are actually going to face.
Yeah.
You saw they did to Liverpool. You saw the hard time they gave us, by the way, when we met with them. In fact, that game, like I said earlier on, we were very lucky.
Lucky.
Very, very lucky. So, I mean, you can't try to win any team right in the Premier League. And same to Villa. There's some players that in Aston Villa,
they have very dangerous players.
They have, especially their forwards, yeah.
They have Watkins, Musa Diaby.
Yep.
They have Leon Bailey.
Bailey.
He actually scored versus Man City.
I'm telling you that they have some good players. And those are players that we need to find a way of keeping them quiet. Now I'm confident with our defense, but I've been confident with our defense. Yeah. Till recently when you met Luton.
Yeah.
I felt like the switching up of I think the centre backs are perfectly right. Yeah. But Kivior was okay. I didn't see him actually make any mistakes. Yeah. But Ben White, by the way, for some reason, in the building up process, going forward, he was very good.
Yeah.
But in the defense, in fact, if I'm not wrong, him and Ray actually cost us 2 goals. The two corner.
The third goal.
The third goal?
Yeah.
Like what I was saying earlier on. You see, with Ben White, if you look at the way Ben White defends, as opposed to
Tomiyasu. Yeah.
You see Ben White backpedals a lot.
Yeah.
And you see when you're backpedaling on the player, you give him a chance by there to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Or if he shoots, you're definitely going to stretch your leg. When you stretch your leg, they get a corner. Yeah. And you saw the way Luton has some tall, giant, huge players, very physical players, you know. All they need to do is just get a free header, boop, ball back in the net. Yeah. So like, I mean, Ben White, I'm sure, okay, what I know for sure is that, you know, those are things that Mikel probably has gone through.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he has set up his team well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So Don, actually, surprisingly, is that in the last 4 games versus Aston Villa, Arsenal versus Aston Villa, we've won the last 4 consecutive league matches. I'm pretty confident that we can actually go and take all the 3 points.
Yeah.
As you said, it won't be an easy game for us. But I believe if Mikel actually kind of switches up the keeper, I feel like Raya, I'm not confident with him at the moment.
So that's the thing, you know, that point actually that you said, when you replace a player, you're supposed to be expecting some form of improvement, with the replacement you made. But looking at Raya and Ramsdale, what's the difference? In fact, I'm even finding Ramsdale to be even better.
Ramsdale is better, bro.
Ramsdale is actually better.
You know, the thing is, I can recall the number of games Ramsdale cost us last season.
Yeah.
But this season for Raya, honestly, Raya has actually cost us a lot of games.
Yeah, it's cost us a lot of games. Yeah,
I'd prefer to see Ramsdale given a chance tomorrow.
You see, with Raya, it's more of like a slow kind of poison. Yeah.
So
it's like, you know, there are those moments he looks composed, then you're like, now we have a good goalkeeper,
hands, you know?
Everything is safe, everything is all clean, and, you know, we are good to go. Then out of nowhere, boom,
he pulls up some Raya.
some Raya shit. Like, hey, that Luton game, that guy.
You see the second goal?
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
What are you doing?
You're supposed to arrange your defenders.
Exactly.
If you're coming out for the ball, it's very basic. If you're a goalkeeper and you decide to come out for the ball, that's a risk. That's a gamble you're taking. Because if you don't clear your lines, the ball ends up in the back of the net.
Exactly.
So that thing with Raya, I hope I know obviously he'll be given another chance tomorrow. But I hope he rectifies it.
What I know for sure is that Mikel won't drop immediately. I think he has a tendency, not even a tendency, I think it's best practice as a coach to give your player some time. Like you say, Ramsdale was making so many mistakes, but he gave him time to redeem himself. Then eventually just went hard on him, and you're like, we're done with you. But I think this January season, we need to, because you see those loopholes, we need to seal those loopholes. The midfield, we need to find a solution for that. We need to find a solution, but therefore, for the striking position, I'm beginning to think that we also need to find a solution, but therefore for the keeper.
Because if Ramsdale
leaves, and you remain with Raya,
it's gonna be tough,
bro. It's gonna be very, very tough. It's going to be very tough.
Anyway, Don, I was actually checking out earlier. We'll be playing late kickoff.
Yeah.
And
it's at 8:30 p.m. East African time,
One thing I haven't liked about that fixture is that we're actually playing late and Liverpool are playing early. Liverpool, that's the first kickoff.
Liverpool is playing against
Crystal Palace.
Okay.
At the Palace.
Okay. Oh,
Palace is home.
Yeah.
So, I think that's kind of pressure, but I hope we actually handle the pressure properly, because remember, it's a late night game.
Yeah.
Everyone will be watching us just the way they watched us on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I hope we put up a very good performance and go with all the 3 points.
No, 100%. You know, the fact that Liverpool is going to be playing before us is going to have a psychological effect on the players.
Definitely.
So of course pressure is going to be there, but I think with the players we have right now and from the lessons we've learned previously with this young squad, I think we have players with experience right now. So I think pressure is something that they should be able to manage. But definitely it's going to be pressure, because if Liverpool wins the game, that means clearly they'll go ahead of us with 1 point. Yeah. So
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Would you be happy if we got a point? Would you be happy?
To be honest, Ian, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'll be happy if we get a point by the Villa Park, because for sure I'm telling you, I've seen Aston Villa play this season, and all the games they've been playing at Villa Park, it's been really, really, it's not been easy for any team. Yeah, it's not been easy for. So if I to get a draw, in that game,
it's okay.
I think it should be okay. But I'm really hoping, by the way, we get it. You see the fact that we're top of the table. We need to continue widening the gap. Yeah. So if I to win the game, that would be perfectly alright. But if I'm to get it, if we're to get a draw, I think that would be okay. But losing is a no.
It's not an option.
It's not an option.
Anyway, for me, I think also it will be a good result for us.
Yeah.
Because at least even if Liverpool win, they'll go in front of us. Yeah. Remember, we have to play them before the Christmas period. That's now the.
And it's an Anfield. The game is at Anfield.
Yeah. And that's the game I think will decide the.
Yeah.
It'll be more of a decider.
Not a decider. It's still early days. But it will give us basically best way to say this. It will give us a template of knowing exactly where we're going to be.
And psychology.
Or give us a template, because you see the way things are turning up right now. The top four actually by there started lining up. Yeah. The top four some but started lining up.
Yeah. And remember, we can't even write off Man City. Man City,
you can't write them off. Those games always start slow, and then the second leg
when they get the run of consistency win.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
and for sure, if you look at a player like De Bruyne, I think he's going to be available
in January.
So it's going to be tough.
It's going to
be very, very, very tough.
It's not an easy league.
So anyway, listen. Yeah, let's go to the predicted 11 for this game. How do you see Mikel playing it out?
Okay, I'll go with my preferred lineup. At the same time, okay, let me go with my preferred lineup.
Go with the preferred lineup, or we can actually even just discuss it.
Yeah. My preferred lineup is in goal. I'd start Ramsdale, bro. I think I've seen more than enough from Raya, bro.
Yeah, we've seen more than enough. Yeah. But you start Ramsdale, but I don't think Mikel is actually going to start Ramsdale.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, it's a pretty straightforward.
It's a pretty straightforward decision from him. So he's going to start Raya for this game. Hey, but Raya, bro, Raya needs to step up.
He needs
to step up. Yeah. And the other day when I was watching the game, I don't know if you noticed it. Whenever I was making mistakes, I think the camera would be panned towards Ramsdale and he was smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's really, of course, it just goes to show you that those positions are very competitive and these players actually really work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's your right back? Obviously.
Right back. Is Tomiyasu available?
No, Tomiyasu is not available.
How long?
He's out for probably 3 to 4 weeks.
Oof.
Yeah.
So I think at the moment
we'll still stick
we'll stick with Ben White. We'll stick with Ben White, but he needs to improve. I just hope, by the way, those mistakes that he made, I'm sure by then Mikel has probably gone through, the previews and gone through those videos. So I'm sure they need to polish that. They need to polish that. Yeah.
The defensive errors and
the defense, because you see our defense, but has been the best. We have one of the best defense right now, but in the Premier League. Yeah. But Lucio just proved one thing. Yeah, the conceding. When 3 goals, we conceded 3 goals.
Nah, that's a joke, bro. Yeah. That's the first time we actually conceded 3 goals.
Yeah. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. So Ben White, of course, I'll start Ben White. Then of course the centre back.
Do you really have to say them?
Bro, it's obvious, bro.
It's a pretty straightforward decision.
The Range Rover and the Rolls Royce. So that is Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba.
I think I'm very confident that they can handle Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins is a very good striker.
Very good striker. Gets an opportunity.
Kills it,
yeah.
So I think we can actually handle him.
Yeah.
So in the left back position,
would
you go with Jakub Kiwior or Zinchenko? For this game, if you ask me, I'd go with Zinchenko.
Okay. Why would you go with Zinchenko, by the way? Because remember, listen, in the build-up process, in the attack phase, Zinchenko is very good.
Very good.
But remember, with players like Watkins and Leon Bailey, those are hard-running, tactical players. You make a mistake, they punish you. So, it's quite tricky for this kind of game. I want our defense to be as strong, as solid as possible. Yeah?
So, who would you go with?
I think I'll go with Kiwior for this game.
Yeah.
And then maybe once we score,
put in Zinchenko.
Put in Zinchenko.
I think that's a good idea because
yeah,
you see, we don't want Zinchenko to be in the midfield every single
yeah,
time.
yeah.
If it's Martin Odegaard cooking, let him cook.
Exactly.
Because if you are in the midfield every single time, remember Villa are very compact.
Yeah.
And once they get the ball, they'll try and switch it to Diaby or what's his name? What's his name? This other right winger. Or maybe Watkins.
Yeah.
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 So
yeah.
I'd prefer actually I'll change it.
Yeah.
I'll go with Jacob Kivor. You've actually given me a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
So yeah. In the midfield?
The midfield, of course, I think I was really impressed with Havertz. Declan Rice and Odegaard. I think our midfield actually, for the Luton game, it was okay. Havertz is actually picking up confidence. He's now scoring goals. Yeah. He's very tactical, very clear with his passes. He looks confident on the ball.
You remember what I told you before he started getting his form?
Yeah.
We are seeing a prime Kaka in
Kaka. Yeah. So I think that's how I'll play my midfield.
So before we continue, like the midfield part, you see with Declan Rice being there, we'll actually dominate the midfield.
Yeah.
You see, with the Villa's midfield, they have Kamara, Douglas Luiz.
Yeah.
No disrespect to those players, but I feel like football, in terms of where we're going, we also need that physical presence in your midfield.
Definitely.
And with the height of Havertz, Declan Rice being there,
and Odegaard doing the cooking.
Yeah, always cooking,
Yeah, I think
we'll actually dominate them.
Yeah, 100%. Then we go to the forwards.
Obviously the forwards that started over the Luton
over the Luton game.
Martinelli scored. Gabriel Jesus scored.
Yeah.
Saka provided an assist.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, talking of Saka, Saka has also picked up form. Yeah. And I think one of the things I think we've been talking about is him being locked. Whenever Saka gets the ball, you find 2 players, but they're locking him. But for some reason, I think he's actually found a solution. He's actually found a solution for that. And Saka, I think for the past 3 games I've seen him play, that is Luton, Lons, and was it Wolves?
Yeah.
Bro, he's been cooking. He's been really cooking. Yeah. So, yeah. Goal prediction.
Wait. Before the goal prediction, another player who I've also been impressed with is Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Jesus has been playing really well recently.
Yeah.
Considering that he came in front of the press and he said that goal scoring isn't his strongest
ability.
And he's still scoring. That shows a lot of character from him.
Yeah.
And I love the way he played over.
The
Luton game.
Yeah.
He played really well, coming ball.
Yeah. From the reaction, be part of it. Like even the first goal, but they came from his reaction.
Yeah.
Those games asleep. The keeper kicked the ball out, got the ball, throw in.
Walking. The reaction.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
My goal prediction, I'll go for. I think it will be a tight game, Don.
Hey man, it's going to be a tight game, yeah.
I think it will be a tight game. If Mikel has actually worked with I'm sure he checked out the goals he conceded.
Yeah.
If he's worked with Kina Ben White and Saliba, how they can actually sort out the defensive errors and keep Oli Watkins and the wingers quiet. Yeah. I think we can actually win a goal to nil. We'll actually win by 1 goal. I feel like it will be a very tight game.
Yeah, it will be a very tight game. Actually, even me, I'm also going to go with 1-0 to the Arsenal. Least case scenario, at least a draw.
A draw.
Yeah, at least a draw. Yeah.
A draw of 2-2, 1-1.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but anyway, we're going to be streaming the game. You'll be around for that game?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guys,
you see the funny thing here, bro, you're here and you're already putting on Aston Villa colors. What's the problem?
Nah, this is an Arsenal color, bro.
No, this is an Arsenal color. This is a Villa color.
What's your color?
This is Arsenal. Okay, this is not like Arsenal. This is Villa, bro.
Nah, bro, this is Arsenal.
Anyway,
the only thing that it lacks is the logo. This is what Mikel wears when he's at home, bro.
Anyway, you guys, just ensure you like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
If you're new here, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
See you when you see me.
And we'll be seeing you guys on the next one.
Done.
Fiti, bro.